Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Piarmo, and today we're going to be talking about mental health in Karenni community. As you guys can see, it's nighttime right now, and I also have a gift microphone from my friend, which I'm very excited to use for my channel. I just want to give a shout out to my friend. So as you guys all know, there are still a lot of stigma around mental health in our Karenni community. Our generation, we are the seed to the next generation. It is up to us to make that change, to change how we see mental health. Because older generation, they have certain version, certain view of mental health, and it's not their fault because of decades of going through war-torn home, lack of education, poverty, culture, misunderstanding. It leads to this point. But us, new generation, we have education. We have education, and we can help other people understand mental health better. There are a lot of things that I feel like we need to change as a community to alleviate stigma so that people can get help. Personally, growing up, mental health in Karenni community, when people show symptoms, they mostly view as you're crazy, or if you are sad, or if you are emotionally just need help. Mostly people tell you to tough it up or be strong. We need to step up and help educate the people around us. I feel like our cultures are very into this terms of like, you have to be strong, you have to not show weakness, you have to act like everything is okay even though it's not okay, and you can't like cry or show that you're going through pain. If it's not a physical pain, then you are just weak when you show your emotion. That mentality, it has to go in this generation. That mentality is just not very healthy. When people see someone going through mentally, emotionally pain, which I get it, they don't want to see them in pain. However, the best thing you can do for someone who are going through tough time or in pain emotionally and mentally is to let them feel what they're feeling. Let them be, what they are at that moment, because they need to feel what they're feeling. If you don't take time to let your emotion be who they are, they will start to become something else. You will be in more pain later on. Sometimes in order to heal, we need to let ourselves feel what we feel. I'm not saying to feel that forever, but like just in a moment of time, at that certain period, like we need to be able to let our emotion be who they are and what they are meant to do for that time, without trying to change them, without trying to make them go away. Because as a human, it's normal to feel pain and to cry and to fall and to hurt, and those are natural. When we push them aside, it become very unhealthy. It become like a trauma or pain that we haven't healed, and that trauma can pass it on to the next generation. And it's like that when our parents are going through war and loss and so many things in our past. They have to be strong for their family. Most of the time they don't have that support, so they have to do what they have to do to survive and to bring their kids to in a better place. But in the long run, that trauma that haven't healed, it passes down to their children, their next generation. So what I'm saying is that back then, our parents, grandparents, they go through so much, through wars, decades to decades. They are poor, they do not have nothing, they lost everything, and they do not have a choice. They do not have a choice to get help emotionally, mentally. They don't have a choice to just even feel sad or cry, because they have to survive, to feed their family, not knowing what's gonna happen the next day. There's just so much that they're dealing with, so they don't have that privilege to feel what they're feeling and to get the help that they need. And what I'm saying is that this generation, while we're in America, much more educated, because we had that privilege to go to school to learn about, all the mental health. I'm talking to the Karenni youth right now. We are carrying a lot of responsibility for ourselves and our family, because we're kind of a bridge, and that's a lot of heavy burden, we're carrying. And I can see why a lot of youth, Karenni youth right now, going through depression and anxiety and a lot of other mental health issue. And I just want you guys to know that you're not alone. I've gone through depression and anxiety. I overcame my depression, but I'm still dealing with a lot of anxiety each and every day, and fighting the battles that people cannot see, because anxiety is something that you can't see from the outside. It's something that is internally that you're going through. So I just want you guys to know you're not alone. And for our generation, let's be better. When people open up about their mental health, let's give each other a helping hand. Let's be supported. Tell them, let them know you're there and you want to listen. A lot of us felt so alone in our journey because we felt like no one understands us. It breaks my heart to see any youth that has suicide, last few years. And I feel like as youth, we can do better. Let this be this generation where we don't make each other feel alone in our struggles. When people open up about their mental health, let's be the one that listen without judgment. Let's be the one that give a helping hand. Let's be the one that is open-minded and be a friend to our youth who are struggling. I'm talking about us being an example for the next generation and the older generation.